From the one and only, this is a Local 10 News Update, sponsored by FHIA, Florida Home Improvement Associates.
Good afternoon, South Florida. I'm Christy Kruger.
And I'm Janice Fernandez. Here's a look at the stories making news on this Thursday. New video after a police-involved shooting in northwest Miami-Dade. Surveillance video shows what looks like a plainclothes police officer firing a gun towards someone or something out of the camera's view. This all started when detectives attempted to pull over a man in a scooter along Northwest 66th Street, and they say he opened fire on them. Police later recovered a gun and detained a man, although they're still working to confirm if he is the gunman. A woman was also injured and may have been caught in the crossfire.
And George Zimmerman, the neighborhood watchman acquitted in the fatal 2012 shooting of Trayvon Martin, is now suing Martin's family as well as others involved in the case. Zimmerman is seeking $100 million in damages, he says, for defamation, abuse of civil process, and conspiracy. In the lawsuit, he is accusing the family of engineering false testimony involving the prosecution's key witness, citing information that's in a documentary about the case. That documentary was supposed to be shown today in Coral Gables, but has since been canceled.
A brutal beatdown caught on camera. A father was punched right in front of his 8-year-old son at a family fun center in Davie. It happened back on October 13th when the victim says the attack was over a game card. The victim was taken to the hospital with cuts and bruises. Police say the suspect is 23-year-old Courtney Paul Wilson. He reportedly said he would turn himself in, but so far has not done so.
Listen to Local 10's podcast, The Florida Files, wherever you are, whenever you want. Just say, Alexa, play the Florida Files podcast.
Getting the latest episode of Florida Files. Here it is from TuneIn.
Previously on the Florida Files.
Or just ask Siri, I want to hear the latest Florida Files podcast.
Here's the newest episode of the Florida Files.
Get the Florida Files on Alexa, Google Home, or Apple devices just by saying play the Florida Files podcast. The Florida Files from the one and only Local 10.
A UPS worker facing a judge accused of stealing packages. 18-year-old Emmanuel Reagan is charged with grand theft. Police say he unloaded a UPS truck in northeast Miami-Dade on Monday, placed 3 packages under dumpsters near the loading dock, and then went back that night to pick up the packages. Police say he did the very same thing the next day, stealing thousands of dollars in electronics. As breaking news happens, we have you covered right here on air and online.
Head on over to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates.